SAPS National Commissioner General Fannie Masemola and Western Cape Police top brass are presiding over an operation to destroy confiscated liquor. The operation forms part of SAPS festive season operations. Let's now take this discussion on the sale of illicit liquor further. We are joined by Khabonina Maxatshwa, Director of Education and Capacity Building at the Department of Trade and Industry. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time this afternoon. So we've just seen SAPS destroying confiscated liquor as part of its festive season operations. Before we delve into in terms of the work that you do, just how big is this illicit alcohol problem in the country right now? And what does it mean, the figure that nearly 18% of alcohol sold is illicit actually mean in real terms?
Thank you, Aneti, and good afternoon to your viewers. The problem what we are having currently as a country is that the majority of it's even unlicensed registrants, they are selling this illicit liquor. And we have a challenge that our people don't even know about this liquor because they don't have enough education. But currently, I know even industry is complaining because it's over 2 million where we have found that there is illicit liquor going around.
And maybe let's break down what it actually entails. When we talk about illicit alcohol, what exactly are we referring to here? I mean, is it counterfeit brands or people illegally brewing alcohol? Just give us the breakdown.
Okay, let me just explain in terms of our act. In terms of our act, we are saying, in terms of Section 6 of our act, says, when a person manufacture anything and that is not liquor, and they add something which is importable to the liquor, that makes it illicit liquor, because we, in terms of the agriculture, the people have to get the liquor has to be tested and it has to be quality assured. Now, if they add any substance to the liquor, it becomes illicit. We have in situations where we have counterfeit liquor, where people will manufacture this liquor and the branding thereof and the packaging thereof, it's something else, not of the original supplier or in fact manufacturer. So that is how it gets to be an illicit liquor.
Yeah, I mean, we've been reading reports, not only in this country, about just the dangers, and maybe this is where your education part can come in. Also, just international travelers, encountering illegal alcohol and the dangers, or liquor rather. What are the real dangers here in terms, for consumers? We often hear about these people going blind or having organ failure of some kind, or in some cases even dying. How common then are these health consequences?
These are very common. As I had explained, Nati, is that for a product to say it's fit for human consumption, the Department of Agriculture has to quality assure. It has to go through processes where they will quality assure, and then this product is fit for human consumption. Now, what happens is that these people will add. I've heard of instances where they even add battery acid to the liquor. So you can imagine when a person drinks something that has a battery acid, we don't know what other foreign substances they are adding to this liquor. And that makes it very harmful, to the health of the person, nobody can be able to consume because we don't know what the concoctions that have been added into this liquor are. So they're very, very harmful. I don't think we've had yet very high numbers of reports coming through of the harms. But I think prevention is better than cure, Onati, where Absolutely. We are saying to our consumers, when you suspect that this liquor, because I know normally when we talk to our consumers, they would normally say even the taste, they can even feel the taste that it's different from the product that they know. So we are encouraging them, they need to report such substances because they can be harmful to the body.
Yeah. Beyond the health risks, what does illicit alcohol cost the country, in terms of lost tax revenue, jobs, and even just damaging to legitimate businesses that exist and that also comply with the law?
Unati, we've had meetings with most of our suppliers. First of all, it's for them, it's revenue. They're losing revenue over this illicit liquor, because what we have learned is that it's much, much cheaper for the retailers to buy this illicit liquor. So for our industry, it's a costly exercise, as well with tax evasions. This is a black market where people sell this alcohol, this illicit liquor in black market, and it's revenue that is lost for government in terms of tax revenues. You are right in terms of jobs as well, because as a government, we want an industry where it's regulated, where we can create jobs. And because of this black market of this liquor that is being sold around, industry ends up having to lose jobs. In fact, people end up having to lose jobs because of this this illicit manufacture of illicit liquor.
Mm. We've spoken about the SAPS and its role, and we've seen them taking this visible lead through these raids and also destroying some of the alcohol in their operations. From a Department of Trade and Industry perspective, how closely are you working with SAPS and even SARS and maybe even other provincial officials to disrupt this supply chain? I would imagine that is something that is top of mind.
Unati, this is something that as a department alone, we will not be able to achieve. We need to collaborate with other departments. We are working with the SAPS. We have joint operations that we have with the SAPS. And recently, we've even started to work with the SARS on this, because this is a serious crisis that we are having as a country. But we do have those collaborations. Even the Department of Agriculture, as I have indicated, they are on board for us to try to address this issue of illicit liquor.
And as we wrap up our conversation, we're heading to the festive season now, and we know that law enforcement authorities are out in their numbers on the streets, but they may not necessarily be everywhere. What is your message then to consumers from even an education side of what to identify, but also just a warning or caution in terms of what not to embark on during this festive season, particularly as most people want to celebrate, but we know that we do have this problem of counterfeit goods.
The message that I want to share with the consumers out there is that, sometimes we think that because we are getting things cheaper, it's better. But cheap is expensive, if I can put it that way. We are requesting our consumers that if they suspect that the liquor that they are purchasing, particularly from these registered outlets, please report them to your nearest SAPS. We also have the provincial liquor boards where you can report. But we also want to urge our traders, our sellers, our retailers, our distributors, where they suspect this liquor is not, because you can even see from the branding, the packaging, if you suspect that the liquor that is being distributed or being sold or supplied, it's questionable. We are urging you, let's work, because this is not a fight that as government alone we can win, but we need all the patrons to be on board. Please report to your nearest police station or to your nearest liquor board if you suspect any liquor that we are buying around this time that it might be illicit liquor or counterfeit liquor.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time this afternoon. Really do appreciate it. That is Khabonina Maxatshwa, Director, Education and Capacity Building for the Department of Trade and Industry. It does come as the City of Cape Town officials and police destroy some 3,000 litres of confiscated alcohol as part of their festive season readiness plan.